this stream. There we go. There we go. Now we are live. Let me just tell you, this is going to be a very good show. As Mr. Hootie Hoo says, this is going to be a very good show. I think it will be. I think it will be. Let me download this. Oh, man. We got a good show. We have a very good show planned for tonight. I mean, it's not nothing too crazy, but it's going to be fun. Who else is in here? Nick is in here. Let's see. Let's go. Brandon, you're in here. There's only 5 eyes in here. Everyone, please push that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh, man. We have something cool. I'm going to try and show something real quick. But let's add the man of the hour. Doug, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Holy smoke, you're loud.
I'm sorry. I'll try not to use my outdoor voice today.
Hold on. I got to lower mine down so our heads are even here. There we go. There, I got a big melon. So, hey, man, I wanted to tell you, when I was editing that together, I felt like I was giving away all your trade secrets. The original video was like another 6 minutes. And then I was like, no, I don't know if he wants me showing this stuff. So I had to cut it down a little bit because this is good stuff you were spouting off. You can't get this for free.
I'm not too worried about it. Nothing that I teach is original. That I come up with it. It's all stuff I got from all classes I've gone to, instructors I've worked with. So spend a little time on the internet, take some classes. You're gonna learn the same thing.
Yeah, I really like
diagnostics. That video diagnostics part I was telling you we did. I completely stole that from somebody else, and I told him, "Hey, I'm going to steal your stuff." And he was like, "Yeah, go right ahead, but you're never going to do it as good as me." So I said, "Go ahead, put my stuff out there. It's fine."
I don't know. That was pretty good, though. That was pretty good. So, I had a video of me. I had like a whole 5-minute video of me shooting before the class, and I must have deleted it. I looked for days for that video, but I kept the target. It's like, okay, I'm going to keep this target. And then at least I was able to show the after comparison. I thought it was pretty neat.
Dude, that was awesome. That was great.
That was a little bit improvement. So I did the dry fire for a couple days, and Grace did it too. And man, I think that was a pretty good all around learning experience.
No, that was great. You did a lot better than a lot of my students do after a week, because a lot of them won't practice afterwards. They take the class and then they're like, okay, I did the class now. I don't have to do anything else. And then, Full disclosure,
anybody watching, I did edit out some of the misses. So so I just look like
that also makes you a good YouTube instructor, is editing out all your misses.
I know. I was like, hey, this is sweet. I hit it every time. We add some extra things. So in the chat, we got Jose. You missed the funnest. Doug, you should have went to that. So at up there at Trinity Armory, because halfway through the class, he's like, "Hey, you guys want to shoot full auto?"
Hell yeah!
So I was like, "Yeah." So he brought out an MP5 and a Uzi, and everyone started unloading their pistol mags. He goes, "You got to use your ammo, but you can shoot as much as you want." So we shot that for like 2 hours, and everybody got to shoot. And man, let me tell you, that range really is awesome.
That looked really nice. Yeah.
Well, I just got a video. Really nice. We're gonna debut a video here in a minute. I know Nick, it said 8. It's because I was doing Eastern Standard Time. My mistake. Mouth, yeah, it was a great class. Oh, you're from Oregon? That's cool. All right, so anybody that's in here early, let's check out. I just got this because this is a quick edit for my guy that was there taking video.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do, how do I share screens? I wonder if you can see the audio when I share the, hold on, let's see, share screen. We share screen. Share screens with audio. Share screens let you share audio. Look for share audio checkbox, next window, blah, 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 blah. All right, got that. Do this one, share audio. Check this out. This is going to be pretty sweet. Shameless plug for the earplugs.
That looks like a beautiful facility.
A lot of father and sons came out to this.
Oh, that's awesome.
I haven't seen this either.
Maybe if I can get my son to come out and shoot with me.
So much fun. You can't stop smiling after you shoot those. Oh man, that was an exclusive.
That is a gorgeous facility. Wow.
You know what? That was a pretty cool spot. That was a pretty cool spot. And they were so accommodating, which was neat. They don't have too many metal targets, but man, that was a really cool spot.
Yep.
So that was our exclusive. So there's a lot of people in the chat that went to that. It's pretty good. I know I wasn't wearing glasses shooting full auto. Thank you for pointing that out, guys. I appreciate it. I know. I have all these videos of me. I was so excited to shoot the MP5 and the Uzi. I forgot to put my glasses down. I can't use any of that on YouTube or they're going to strike it.
Yep.
Oh. Well, I'm still up now. So let's
now, is that the same facility you're going to be doing the next event at?
No, that's Trinity Armory. The next one's probably going to be over at Renaissance Gun Range. Have you been over there yet to check it out?
Not yet. No.
I'm going to go next week. If you want to meet over there, we can meet.
Yeah, let me know.
And we'll hang out with the owner a little bit. Then we can go get some barbecue. That barbecue place is ridiculous. It's really good. So, Doug, I wanted to ask you. So, what is the recurrence rate? So, how many people take a class, never practice, and how many people actually take a couple classes in a row and start to get proficient? I mean, what do you see as an instructor?
So, it's funny you should ask that. My wife and I, we were just talking about that a couple days ago. So, I went in and looked at all my students that I've had over the last year, and I have had 75% of the people who have come to training for me for one class have come back for at least another class, which I was talking to a marketing guy today. Is phenomenal for that type of a return of customers. So, and then I'd probably say I got about 20% take 2 or 3, 4 classes. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
I'm already signed up to come back on the 16th with we won't name him. I don't want to get his ego any bigger.
Yeah.
No, but I can't wait.
There's my wife. She says barbecue, she's in. So
yeah, bring her. I mean, it's a really it's not as big as that one and open-ended, but they have a really cool little tactical bay, which is nice. So I think that one's gonna be like 25 spots only in the first people that sign up for it.
Yep.
So it'll be like I don't know, like $10 to go. But then they have a lot of steel targets set up. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. That one's cool.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
So I can't wait for my next class. So when we went over the dry firing, and pushing out and all that stuff. That felt
Yep.
so weird the first couple days, and it probably took to like the fourth day where it kind of felt almost natural. And at the range, I was kind of doing it too, which was
Yep.
was neat that I was kind of retaining some of that.
Oh yeah. When I first learned how to, somebody showed me how to grip a handgun. I looked at him and like, "You're not serious, are you? I don't grip anything in my entire life like this. Why do you want me to hold this gun in front of my hand that's getting ready to go off and probably fall out with the way you've got me doing this?" And now it just feels so natural.
Man, that was awesome. Let's see in the chat. We got Nick, Frank. What's up, man? Nick Zapata, and then Shannon. Shannon, she's probably the brains of the outfit. That's what I'm betting.
Yep.
If you send payments to Doug, make sure all payments go to Shannon, Greg. Nice. But yeah, so what can we expect for that class coming up on the 16th? So I took like a semi-basic pistol class. So what's the next level up? Like, what do you go through?
So with your guys' group, I'm going to do kind of a hybrid of my intermediate and then getting into I'm not going to call it defensive because you guys want to just kind of run around and shoot. So we're going to start out making sure everybody knows how to draw from the holster safely and then put the gun back in the holster safely and go over maybe some little tips on reloads and malfunctions and then turn you loose on running and gunning.
That sounds amazing. So bring 1,000 rounds for this one, right?
Easily.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So does Shannon also help you with your class?
Oh, a lot. Yeah. When I have like one or two people, usually it's just me. Get a little bit bigger. Zach comes in and works with me. And then if I have a lot of women in the class, yeah, she's there. If I have a really big class, she's there not only helping being like a safety officer on the line, she's gotten really good at working with a lot of the female students and helping them with their technique and working them through any issues that they may be having.
Right. We talked about that last time. A lot of females just feel comfortable. Well, for one, they don't want to listen to a guy anyway. They just want to, listen to another female. Female. Like my daughter, she's excited to go to a class, but unless there's either another teenager there or something else, she's like, "Oh, I don't want to go. It's going to be boring." But we'll figure that out. So what do you think of the video? I the GoPro was okay. It zoomed in pretty good, but that camera I had on the tripod, none of that footage came out hardly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was bummed out. A lot of good stuff just wasn't there. It was corrupted file. So I had to check that camera, and I'm going to go buy a new one next week or week after.
Well, I told you Zach went going home that day and bought the same tripod you have.
Oh, that gimbal?
Yep.
Yeah, that thing is cool. I think it's cool.
Yep.
What? Finesse with a 20 spot. Thank you so much. That's always appreciated. Finesse is a big supporter of the channel. Hey, I'll use that for the camera. I appreciate that.
There you go.
So I'm going to be at that Trinity Armory on this Sunday. We're going to shoot and have a good time. I got some rifles. I have an ATN scope to sight in. I'm excited to mess with that for a little bit. I've never messed with like night vision, but at that range, you can shoot. They have night shoots there. They can shoot tracer at night. I mean, they're pretty good. Did you see the flamethrower video I put up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or concealed carry a flamethrower.
Yeah, he's gonna be there on. I go, hey, do you think I could? If I bought a mannequin, could I set it on fire? Sure. Really? What else can I set on fire? He's a fireman too, so he's like, I'm a fireman. So
there you go.
Yeah. Off camera, there was a lot of fire extinguishers and stuff, so it was all right. See, Mouse says he's been to a few CCW classes. So what's the difference between drawing from a holster and a CCW class? I mean, what are things that you go into? Because I carry every single day like clockwork, and it's like keys. I don't have it on now, but usually I have it at the house too. What do you go over on a CCW class that's different from like a intermediate class?
Sure. Well, in fact, we just had a CCW class this weekend. What I do, it's for the person that may be brand new or somebody like yourself who's been carrying for a while but never really got into it. And we start out by going over the fact that carrying a gun daily, there's a lot more involved than just deciding one day, hey, I'm going to carry this gun and strap it on and walk out the door. We go over the whole entire lifestyle change that should go along with carrying a handgun, everything from the mindset of where you're preparing yourself to do, to actually looking at the gear that you have, the way that you have your stuff set up. And usually everybody by the end of the class is changing the way that they have their gear set up or what they're going to use for gear, because they found out what they bought and they thought was going to work really great sucks. So
I'm still going to use my sticky holster. I just won't be able to reholster. You can draw, you can't reholster with it though.
Right.
And when that one video of that guy at the range trying to put it back in his pants and he shoots himself in the leg, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Uh-oh. Let's see. Did we miss a question? All right. Can we see more training videos, tips on grouping better, creative practice ideas during this dang ammo shortage? And then Shannon said, dry fire for ammo shortage. Doug, GPS has some pretty great dry fire practices. Yeah. And pretty soon you'll be doing your own instructional videos.
That's what Zach would love to get into.
How come you don't have a YouTube channel, by the way?
Well, I'd like to say we do. Zach being our social media manager, I think we have like 8 followers, and those are all family members who were forced to sign on. But we haven't really put anything on there. We never really took it serious yet. I have a feeling you inspired him that day out there, and he wants to.
I tell you what, this YouTube stuff is so easy, and people are saying, "Oh, I don't have the right equipment. I don't have this." I shot a lot of that with my phone. A good camera does help, but you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a camera to get decent footage. I mean, most cell phones now, like the new S21, Samsung S21, takes amazing footage.
Yeah.
Let's see what
we could probably do some videos. You have to, from what I understand, and somebody out there can correct me if I'm wrong, you really have to be careful that you are not teaching on videos on YouTube. I can show you, hey, this is how I'm shooting, but I can't sit there and break it down so much anymore.
Well, the thing is too, you have to just do a disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What's your channel name?
It should be Greig Performance Shooting.
Performance Shooting. Look, I found it. You have 10 subscribers.
Whoa! Woo, 10.
Oh, now you have 11. You have 11, my man. Let's see. Yep. Everybody, I'm going to put this in the chat. Everybody, please open this link up on a new tab and go subscribe to Greig, please. There's 22 people in here in this live. He should get at least 10 of you guys to do it. So I just posted it.
Yeah, Zach's got 2 videos he's going to be posting on there soon. He did last weekend. We went out and we did a "Why do I carry what I carry" video on my carry gun and my holster and things like that. And I did a little demonstrating of shooting with it. And then we're going to do other little videos on, again, more type of instructional, how to draw safely, how to reload the gun, little common misconceptions and things people can do better on that. So,
look at that. You have 17 subscribers now instead of 10.
Whoa.
Finesse just subbed. Need some dry fire drills, please. As Finesse is a very good patron of my channel, let's put up some dry fire drills. If you really were curious, I'm sure there's a bunch online, Finesse, but I'm sure Doug will put something up soon.
Yeah, and you can always contact me. I've got a nice little sheet that I usually hand out to students afterwards on how to, simple things to dry fire on after your first basic handgun class, to keep you in the practice, keep your skills going. So
nice. I bought some blanks.
There you go.
Yeah, I bought some blanks, and I'm gonna do that one drill we did, the anticipation.
Yep.
So we did one drill, which was really. Can I tell everyone about the drill?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So it was a really cool drill where he would randomly load a blank in one of the bullets, either the first or like the 10th shot, and it was to teach you hesitation as you're expecting the recoil. So you don't know how much you're expecting the recoil until you expect it and it doesn't happen and you shoot a blank. So that was very eye-opening to me personally, because man, mine was horrible. Grace was all right. My wife was all right, but I was really bad on that.
No, you guys did great. That gun is huge in her hands. My God. Yep.
Yeah. But that's all she likes to shoot is at 1911. Yep. And she's like, what does he mean by get a real gun? I go, that's just
oh, we can't get into my emotions toward 1911s here. I'll probably make a lot of people mad.
I had a love-hate relationship with them for a long time, but it's not my home defense gun, but it's my fun gun to shoot.
Yep.
That is a fun gun to shoot. I just started shooting the Hellcat RDP too.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That thing is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's, if you can't find it, I got it on loan from my friend.
That's right. Yep.
I can't afford it right now because if you look around, on Gunbroker, they're like $1,200.
Yep.
It's crazy. That's a hot gun. It shoots so nice though. I mean, smooth as silk for that size.
Yep.
That Springfield, as soon as I can afford to buy one, I'm going to buy one of those too. That's really cool.
Yeah, Zach just picked up the Shield with the red dot on it.
The Shield Plus. The Shield Plus,
yeah.
I think they call it.
Yeah, the Shield Plus. Yep. With a red dot on it. And that's what he used for part of that instructor course he just went through, and did fairly well with it. He liked it.
Oh, so that instructor course, what was that?
So that was the Range Master instructor, a 3-day instructor development course. Range Master is run by Tom Givens, the instructor I was telling you. Used to be out of Memphis, and now he's out of Florida. He's probably one of the top law enforcement / defensive firearm instructors out there.
Wow.
Yeah. And he pretty much just teaches instructor courses now. He's got some other little odds end courses that he teaches, but he's primarily pulled his curriculum back to instructor development. And it's, out of all the instructor classes that I've been through, it was the hardest. Definitely the hardest.
Really? Yeah. What does a class like that entail? Because I'm sure like the NRA class is a good beginner class, but when you get to that level, what goes into that level of class? Is it a lot of situational awareness? It's a lot of more book time, like how to teach.
Well, this class here, yeah, like the NRA course, and like I did the first semi-automatic pistol course, instructor course I did it at SIG. They teach you how to teach people how to shoot. This course here, the Range Master course, was how to teach people how to defend themselves with their firearm. So it's a little bit past the basics, and start learning how to teach people to use the gun, what most of them bought it for. But there's also a lot of statistics and history of why the techniques you do what they do, why you should be aware, your situational awareness, all of that stuff. So it's more than just learning how to shoot better. It's learning how to present the information to the students in a manner that they'll understand, how to coach students, how to correct students, and then, yeah, exactly, how to be able to answer their questions when they say, well, why do you want me to do it like this? Well, this is why we do things this way. So that you're not just telling them, do it because I said so.
Well, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I wanted to ask you this in person, but we never got to it. But, since you have a son in law enforcement, and you must have thought about this on your own, what kind of training would you like to see most police departments do with their people?
They need to, I would say talk about just firearm related.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to become proficient in getting that gun out. It's the same thing I tell people for regular civilians and concealed carry. Unless they're a firearm person and and they're into guns, a lot of them will not take their gun out of the holster except that once a year training. Same thing with the people who do their concealed carry. Usually once they take the class, gun goes in the holster and they never pull it out. They need to be a little bit more proficient with drawing the gun from the holster under stress and acceptable accuracy on the target. From what a lot of them that I've worked with, it's not there unless it's something that they care about themselves.
Because I've seen a lot of, I've heard stories how little they practice, and they pretty much qualify once a year, and that's a wrap.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's the same way when I was in the military, both combat arms and support arms. I was an expert at carrying that rifle everywhere I went, but I shot it once a year at qualification. That was it. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
So, what kind of training do you think they should have? Like monthly classes, or?
Yeah, at least go to semi-annual. At least, I mean, they have a lot of stuff that they get trained on anyway. It seems like Zach is always in some kind of continuous improvement training every week, whether it's like dealing with the public, CPR training, something like that. So they're already got all this additional training piled on them. But I would say 6 months, every 6 months, do some type of qualification, if not more. Zach has been doing some dry fire training with everybody on his shift, just because they found out what his background is, and they all have questions. So they'll spend an hour, maybe a week, on their shift, and he's like, okay, this is how you present from the holster. This is how you get the gun out faster. And I mean, just something like that, just an hour a week, half hour a week, just going over something would greatly improve their ability to use that firearm.
All right. Oh, Barry finally. Hey, Barry, are you a subscriber to Doug's channel? I know you must be. I'd be very disappointed if you're not a subscriber, buddy. I tell you what, Barry's probably one of the most genuine people you ever meet.
Yes, Barry's been phenomenal.
That drives another point home. It's like you guys have to network when you're standing in line for ammo, or you're just talking to gun people at gun shops. Network with everybody, because I've met some really cool people. Barry's all right. He's okay. But YouTube or Facebook, see, he doesn't even know. Barry, I just put the link right there, buddy. Sorry, folks. Barry's a little slow some days, but he's such a good dude. Now I can't wait to take that class. So that class, I mean, we're going to do a little bit of training, safety training, and then we can actually just go a little nuts at the end. Yeah.
My goal is to, I know I kind of reined you guys in on that first class, but that was kind of,
you told us that was to be expected. Yeah.
Yep. Now it's going to be, okay, I'm going to teach you a couple little things here and there, and then I'm going to run you through some drills, and it's not going to be so much, let's stop and figure out what you did wrong. Hey, how'd you like that drill? Want to do another one? Let's try this. As long as you're in being safe, it's about having fun, because if you're not having fun out there, you're not going to want to do it.
I had 2 questions I was supposed to ask you. A friend of mine, I was telling him about the class, and he's executive sales, and he goes, hey, man, if I take his worry is if he takes a bunch of customers out, like a group of 5 or 6, people that aren't gun people might get bored with the safety stuff. Is there like an accelerated, they just want to shoot and make it go bing, bing, bing?
Oh, yeah. I can get you fairly quick. We've had a couple of those where it wasn't really a breaking it down, let's make you a better shooter. It's okay, this is how you use the firearm safely. These are some basic fundamentals to get you to shoot in that general direction at the target. Go have fun.
Right.
And we just stand there and make sure that you're being safe. And if they're satisfied with how accurate they are and how their shooting is, and they're having a blast, that's what it's all about.
Right. And then as far as like guns, do you guys provide pistols if they don't have their own?
We have firearms. We have hearing protection, eye protection. We can supply everything to those classes and those events, usually at no additional cost. What we will charge for is ammo. Yeah, exactly. You either provide your own ammo, or if you want us to get it for you, give us a heads up. Don't tell me tomorrow you need 1,000 rounds of ammo, because I'm just going to kind of look at you with a blank look on my face going, yeah, we all wish we had 1,000 rounds by tomorrow.
I'm ready. I got about 6,000 rounds of 9mm ready.
There you go.
Run. I hope Grace isn't watching this. 6,000 what?
Yep. Yeah, we'll bring more of our SEAL targets out. we'll bring my moving targets out, my swinging targets. So get you to shoot at a moving target, things like that. Give you a little.
And for people watching this, you know, when Doug does a class, he brings out a lot of stuff, you know, and all those targets aren't there. That's just an empty berm. So when he gets there, he has to unload all this steel, all those tents. I mean, that's a lot of work. And when you take that into consideration with the price of the class, it's a bargain and a half. So
yeah, I usually get there about an hour and a half to 2 hours before we want to start. Give me a chance to unload everything, get it all set up, and then I can kind of towel off, get cleaned up before the class starts, and then I'm usually there an hour or plus after the class, packing everything up.
Jeez,
you know, after everybody leaves. So, yep,
that's brutal.
But you know what? I don't care. I love it. Years ago, I sat at a desk for 12 hours a day, dying in that office, and now I'm outside every day, loading, unloading the trailer, meeting new people. Yeah, whatever. I'll take it.
Gun people are good people.
Yep.
I wish I was a famous YouTuber, then I could just stop my day job and just make videos all the time. My production value would probably go up a little bit, but man, I love it. I absolutely love doing this YouTube stuff. I love, like, some people hate, you know, looking for ammo and all that stuff. I love that stuff. It's so much fun.
Yep.
And then, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see who else is in here. Let's see. Doug. Yeah, Shannon probably does most of the work. She probably organizes it. Let's see.
She does a heck of a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So that I'm excited. So let's see. He wanted to know that question. So you can provide pistols. And what gun was my wife shooting at the class? She kind of liked that one quite a bit. I think Zach.
That was the Shield EZ.
Okay.
Which is Smith & Wesson Shield EZ. Yeah.
Okay. She liked that one. She thought it was okay.
That, I'll tell you, that all the stuff you see in the trailer and all that training equipment, stuff that I bring out there, that has probably been the best piece of equipment I have bought for students, has been that Shield EZ.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get a lot of people that don't have a lot of hand strength, not a lot of upper body strength, and you hand that gun to them, and you're like, oh, my God, this gun's so easy to shoot. And, oh, there's my daughter. Now she's on there. Yeah. If I wish I made commission off of selling those things, because I probably had a good 10 or 15 people after classes go out and buy one of those.
And that one in your class has probably had a couple thousand rounds through it, pretty easy.
Probably close to 1,000 now. Yeah, because most of it was in basic handgun classes, so it's 50 rounds at a time. So yeah.
Oh, Nick said I recommend the Easy to Mini new shooters.
Yeah. Yep. It's a great gun. Great for new shooters. Really, really is.
Oh man, we're missing Zach.
Yeah, he's out. Actually, he's doing his second, probably his first. If he could do anything in the world, it wouldn't be a firearms instructor. That boy would run a cattle ranch, and so he's out tonight moving the cows around. That he didn't know we were doing this, so he already made plans to go.
Like in City Slickers?
Yeah, no. He grew up down here, so he grew up running cattle and all that stuff. So if he could retire and do anything for the rest of his life, that would be it. I would love to see him do that someday.
No kidding. That would be pretty neat.
Yep.
Yeah, Norman. That'll be all right. Let's see. Nick says, make sure you run the serial numbers through Smith & Wesson website for the EZs because they have recalls on them. Oh.
Yeah. Yep, they did. We checked ours. I have a 9mm and a 380. And
what was the recall for?
If I remember correctly, I knew it was a safety issue with the gun. I have to admit, I half looked at it, checked the serial number, said, "Oh, I'm not in there." Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, the hammer. Right.
Hammer. Yep.
Doug, what's your thoughts on RMRs? I'm worthless without one at 20 plus yards.
Oh, dude. Look at almost every one of my handguns have one. So that's the red dots. Yeah. Dude, I believe it's the future of handguns. At first, I was just like, when RMR, the red dots came out on rifles, I thought it was dumb. Now every rifle I own has one. And slowly but surely, every handgun I own has a red dot on it.
It just makes sense. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one. Yeah, Mary's asking. I have one that will fit that.
Do you have holsters for the Easies and the 380, the same as the 9? All right.
I have one holster with me for that. Yeah. But so yeah, Ed Bart there. Still like my SIGs. Well, I mean, I will always be partial to my SIG Sauers, that's for sure. That goes without saying.
Doug's a big SIG guy. So how much do you not like the 1911? Now you got me curious.
Damn. Okay. So
don't go too hard, please. My wife would be crushed.
Some of the first handguns I owned were 1911s. And it was before I really knew how to shoot one and before I really became educated on handguns. 1911s are a great, great firearm. I mean, they have to be. They've been around for over 100 years, right? Here's my issue with them was I started doing competition shooting. And I watched every 1911 around me fail in a match. After years of training and learning more what I'm doing, I knew it was more to do with the shooter than the gun. But I didn't want to have that gun have that issue where it would malfunction to protect myself.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, the gun is made to have loose tolerances and shoot a 230 grain ball ammo. Now, can you tweak it and you can buy those $4,000 and $5,000 custom 1911s and they're going to run like a race car. Phenomenal handguns.
See, that's where I'm going to disagree. I got to shoot 2 very high dollar 1911s and they sucked. They were the worst guns I've ever shot. I had a Rock Island, shot the heck out of it, put steel. My very first 1911 was this Rock Island Armory I got secondhand. And I put every dirty piece of 45 through it, and it never failed once. I couldn't take it apart and put it together, so I never cleaned it.
Yeah. Well, say when you go to these matches, I'm dropping my magazines in the dirt and kicking it and picking it back up and blowing it out and throw it in my pocket. You're watching the 1911 guys take their magazines completely apart in between each stage, brushing it all out, putting it all back together. And I mean, they're phenomenal firearms. They're super accurate. Just inherent by the way that they're designed. They're very, very accurate firearms. But
that's where I've never had one fail. I've never had that Colt, that Greig shoots. I mean, we've shot a couple thousand rounds through that thing. Never.
But that's just me. That's my opinion. I mean, there are people out there that shoot 1911s and have never had an issue with them, and that's all they shoot, and they're great guns.
Right.
Cool. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. That just hasn't been my experience, so that's what I choose. I choose something.
I've shot a couple dud 1911s though that were just unreliable. Horribly unreliable.
Shot some striker fire guns that some of them were really good and some of them were complete garbage. So you have that with pretty much anything. So what's my carry around? You talk about caliber or the specific cartridge itself? So I carry a 9mm. And right now I bounce back and forth between the critical defense and the federal defensive ammo.
So for 9mm, I shoot this Winchester silver tip and like this USA duty stuff. For a while, that's all we found at Academy, so I have a ton of each one. But I'm also a big proponent of, I've seen a lot of people shoot ball out of their pistol fine, and as soon as they tried to shoot their carry round, it would jam up, and it didn't like it.
Yes. Well, that's what I say. You should, once you figure out what carry round you're going to buy or use, try it in your gun before you really make that commitment. Right. Because, you may find that the shape, the end of that cartridge all of a sudden doesn't want to feed very well through your up into the chamber, and all of a sudden, I just spent $30-40 on a box of ammunition I can't use because my gun won't shoot it.
Yeah. So where are you getting your ammo now? Do you have a connection?
Online.
Oh,
I use, yeah, but I buy 1,000 rounds at a time. So
well, the
at least
SIG
I used to.
website, I heard that you can get ammo on the SIG website. You just have to go oddball hours and buy it, right?
Oh God, I don't want to take out a mortgage to have to buy ammo from SIG. I mean, I love their ammo, but it's expensive. No, I use the website AmmoSeek and a couple other searches like that. Um,
Where's
it's
your
like the
nearest
Google.
academy?
College Station. So,
I would hit them up, man. That's got to
yeah,
be the best bet for you.
yeah.
I almost bought a 500 round case of 5.56 today. They had it for 325, which was pretty pricey, but not as crazy it is on the.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question I'd be interested in too. Do you offer tactical shotgun classes?
Yeah, we don't have it on the schedule yet because, man, I've had in the last 4 years 2 people ask for shotgun training, so it hasn't been that big of a selling point. But if you got a shotgun, and you want to learn how to run that thing, run and gun around corners and play
Yes.
all soldier
Yes.
stuff,
John Wick.
yeah,
I want to be
we'll
John.
run you out there. Yep.
I got a
Yeah.
ton of shotgun ammo I need to burn up. That sounds like a
Yep.
great idea. I want to be
And
just like
Zach is our shotgun instructor. So he'll run you through. He'll get you running underneath barricades, round barrels, all that stuff. Yeah, you wanna learn how to use your tactical shotgun. We'll throw you out there.
how much running is in this class? Because I had a lot of tactical girth. I don't, centrifugal force is my enemy. Once this body gets in motion, stopping, it's a little rough.
Well, part of what this class we can do is there's some running. There'll be some stages where I will make you run. If anybody's familiar with Pat McNamara, some of the drills that he runs, one of them is called the Blaze X and the Grid of Fire. You'll get to learn those in that class. And the last time I taught that, the Grid of Fire is a lot of running, well, a lot of moving. And I sent all the students through this course of fire, and they were averaging 28 to 40 seconds through this course. And they were running, huffing and puffing. And the idea is you're moving through 8 points, shooting at each point, running to the next one, and coming back around. I walked it and shot it in 28 seconds because I showed them more of economy of motion and how to move through something like that. So you don't have to go hauling ass through something in order to be fast. You just do it smart.
Yeah, let's skip right to that. That sounds like a great idea.
Yep. So I'm too old to run anymore.
So are you still taking training classes now?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I am headed up to Oklahoma in 3 weeks. I got invited to go to, it's a big long title, House of Worship Security Team Instructor Development course. So,
no.
but by the time when I get out of that class, I'll be certified to help set up and teach basically churches and houses of worship how to set up their security team or set their security team up for them and help them develop a program. And it's not all just about running and gunning and shooting people. It's the whole aspect of everything of what it takes to provide security to your house of worship.
It's crazy that you would need that these days,
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
It's bananas. How do you feel about teachers being armed?
As long as they're trained, sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
As long as you're the one with the gun, yeah. Me, I got like 5 more classes.
You still have more training now than 90% of the people that carry their firearm. Just that one class you went through with me.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I can't tell people how much fun I had. Smash found 380 today at Academy for $30 for 50 rounds. Woo. Holy smokes.
Man, I'm going to come see him because I need 380. And
$30? That's a lot.
It's over $1 a round online.
That's why
for $30, I'll do it.
I'll give you. Do you shoot steel 380? I got 200 rounds here.
Yep.
Great. Can I pay my class in ammo?
Sure.
Yeah, because you buy those crazy online prices. That's bananas. Let's see. 9, 10 millimeter, 22, 500 back Thunderbolts. Man. Yeah. So I went today and Academy by me. Well, I had to go to the office at 7 a.m. and it's an hour from my house. So I had to get up super early. I look a little tore up right now. So I stopped about 9:30 at Academy. There's no line. And I walked in and they had tons all over the shelf. Every pistol caliber you want.
Nice. No, I decided to finally do that Academy thing. And I went to the Academy in College Station, stood out in line for about 20 minutes or so, get all the way to the door, and the guy says, yeah, truck didn't come today. Sorry. No ammo.
They don't put out a list?
No.
That's messed up. That is horrible.
So I was like, okay, well, this was worth it.
Well, you have the Barry connection, and Barry's out there hunting ammo.
Yep.
And honestly though, if you need some, I'm in your local network now, so I'll help you out. No, and I charge a $1 fee, so I can get a donut. I charge my donut fee. My donut fee. $1. All right. So is there like a demand for that church training?
There was. It's kind of died off now over the last year. Well, because of the COVID and everything else, and everybody. But up till about a year ago, it was really, really starting to pick up. There was a big demand for it. We went down to where it was just North Houston. Zach and I did and talked to a couple parishes down there, a couple churches, about their security. And then all of a sudden, this stuff all kicked off, and everybody just, higher priorities at that point. So, unfortunately, it'll probably die off until the next shooting, and then there'll be a giant interest.
The problem with church is they want you to donate your training.
Yeah.
I used to do I do logistics, and I get a lot of charities and churches that reach out and ask if I could donate a container to like Nicaragua or like somewhere in South America. I'm like, I would love to if you could donate the cash to move it, because I can't do it. I mean, I've cut some really insane deals for charity, but I can't do it free.
Yeah. Yep.
Doug, what's your thoughts on home protection, shotgun versus AR, wall penetration, etc.? Ooh, you know what? I think we should do a video on that. That would make a great video for your channel. Yep. Penetration through walls. Actually bring a door out or like a wall and just see what it would do.
Yep. Yeah, I used to up in when I was up in Vermont, when I lived up there, we did classes on that. We did classes on vehicles, on what firearms do to a vehicle. It gives you it's a very eye-opening experience. As far as for home protection, I am all about the AR. Just because for the average person, it's easier to operate than a shotgun. And I'm talking manually, pump action. Semi-automatics, people tend to run a little bit easier. But as far as over penetration, you're going to have most stuff is going to go through walls, regardless of what it is. And you can't reliably predict what's going to go through how far until you actually shoot it. I mean, you can look at the statistics, look at the information online. But what I found is once you start shooting, ammo does weird stuff when it hits walls. So you can't say, for sure it's not going to go through here, or for sure it's going to go through this wall and then head out to my neighbor's house. Sorry. Oh, that's not okay.
How old is this kid?
She's 20. So there's a story behind that, though. There's a story behind the washer.
Real quick, Lauren Greig, his daughter, just says, "Don't use the washer or dryer as a target."
Yeah,
I'm curious.
So, the investigation's all done now, so we can talk about it. Or oil tank, yes, dear.
This is gonna be good. Popcorn. Everyone get your popcorn.
So let's go to the washer and dryer first. Lauren was 16 years old about that point. She had just gotten her permit, and I took her out to a machine gun shoot. Long story short, Nobody supervised what was going on. We knew that they were putting tannerite out into some of the targets.
Nice.
We get up online, and again, nobody supervised this. And it was early in my career, and I should have known better than to go out to this thing. Anyway, start shooting, stuff going off, explosions everywhere. I look over to my right, and there's a dude with a chunk of washing machine hanging out of his shoulder right here on the ground.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. So that ended that real quick. And Lauren was there. She was shooting, and that was her introduction to watching her dad perform medical aid to people.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And then the oil tank was, so I talk about always make sure your guns are loaded. Cheeto guns as though they're unloaded, things like that. Cheeto guns as though they're loaded. Verify that they are empty. Back when I first started, I was dry firing in my basement, and my wife called me upstairs. So I placed the gun down on my workbench, ran upstairs, took care of what she needed, came back downstairs, racked the slide, pointed the gun at the target, and the gun went off.
Obviously, it's her fault for distracting.
It is, because she expected me to do house things. No. I broke that very first cardinal rule of verifying that the gun was clear. I had just assumed because, hey, I was dry firing it before I went upstairs, so it should still be empty. I forgot I put the magazine in the gun before I went upstairs to take care of what she needed. So I went back downstairs in my gun room. I mean, there's all kinds of rules that were broken in that situation. So please don't feel that this was just last week's dry fire training. No, this was years ago before I started my instructor training, and I was like, damn. Luckily, nobody heard it. So, the gun went off, and I looked around going, okay. Went upstairs about an hour later. Hey, you guys hear that? Hear what? No, nothing. Don't worry about it. So, it was a 22, and I shot the wall next to the oil pipe.
Let's see. Tack lights. Now, I'd watched a video, and this guy said every single home defense gun should have a light on it, without a doubt.
Yep.
All right, so I need to go buy some lights. Well, hey, can anybody in the chat recommend a good tack light? Because I don't think I have one mountable light. I have a bunch of the flashlights. So
we do low light training as well. We're learning how to shoot in the dark with the light in your house and all the other stuff.
Oh,
yeah. And I always come out with, it's your house. First of all, why are you searching through your house with a light? Anyway, if you think there's a bad guy in the house, unless there's a loved one on the other side of the house somewhere that you need to get, why are you clearing your house? You should just hunker down in a room, lock the door, and call 911 and let those cops, that's their job to come do that stuff. You have no business trying to clear your house. With that being said, if you're going to clear your house, you have these things on the wall. It goes up and down, and it turns on these bright things on the ceiling come on so you can see. Why not just turn the lights on?
But tactical lights are much cooler.
It is. It's not as cool just hitting the light switch on the wall.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like Barry says, do I have I have a light mounted on my gun. I prefer pressure activated or grip activated lights on there. I don't want to have to screw around with a thumb activated switch, because what happens is people try to activate it with the trigger finger instead and hit the trigger instead of.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Thumb.
That's
bad. So preferably grip activated light on the firearm. But if I'm using just a handgun, yeah, separate light in my other hand is my preferred way to go.
Yeah,
because in that way I can search and scan with that light, and I'm not muzzling everything and everybody in the room.
So Shannon says low light class is one of the best classes. My carry has a light laser combo.
Yep.
Nice. What is your kit? What is her carry?
She's got the Shield Performance Center with fiber optic sights on it and the porta barrel, but she has a grip activated light and laser on hers. and she's also running hers in that Enigma, the new holster that for concealed carry. So that way you're not it's not mounted to your a belt on your pants. You wear it underneath. No matter what you're wearing, it allows you to wear the holster comfortably. I'll bring that with us to the class. You can see what.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see. Shannon is almost always right. No. She's always right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard lesson to learn.
That's right. Maybe install a tactical light switch. I should put the cover on it. You used to flip the cover over and then hit the light switch.
Constable Barry says constitutional carry has scheduled for Senate committee for Thursday. We aren't sure we have the votes yet on the floor. Please call or text your senator and ask them to support. That's very good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even as a firearms instructor, I am 1,000% for constitutional carry. I believe you should be able to do it. I mean, the state that we just came from was constitutional carry. But here's that trade-off. Yeah, boy, you should get training on it if you're going to make that decision. I think it's a responsible thing to do. Do I think it should be mandatory? No. Nope, not at all.
Right.
But I think that it should be something.
Because that's a whole book of worms, too. If you start telling people they have to go get training, they're like, you can't tell me what to do. I've watched, I play Call of Duty. I'm the best. That's my favorite thing when someone says, hey, I'm really good with this. Girl's like, I'm a model on Instagram. It's like, cool. I'm a soldier on Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I have had people when I say, what's your experience? And I've had a guy legitimately say, well, I played Call of Duty. And I was like, oh.
That was me. No, I'm kidding, folks.
But the one guy there, Matt K. Some houses have circuit breakers on the outside of the house. Yeah, what is up with that down here? I have never seen that till I moved down here.
No, California, we had
out in my front yard.
Yeah, California, we had that too. Our circuit breaker was outside.
Actually, and yes, that is my ammo reloader behind me. Yep, I reload all my own ammo.
Oh, nice. Do you really?
Yeah. When I was shooting competition and I was shooting 15, 20,000 rounds a year, just 9mm for that. Yeah, it was much cheaper. Yeah.
All right, let's see. It's not what's the point of it. It's what's the point of renewing it after that? Because you probably don't have to renew it anymore.
Well, if you plan on never leaving the state of Texas and carrying your firearm with you, okay, then don't renew it. But if you're going to want to leave the state and carry your firearm with you, you're still going to need your LTC in order to be able to do that.
Right. Plus, it makes buying a gun real quick too.
That is phenomenal about the state of Texas is being able to buy a firearm. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, you just skip all that stuff. Give it a gun. I remember when I first moved here, I bought a gun in like 9 minutes. I was like, wow. Yeah, that's awesome. California, it's 10 days. Plus, they make you pass some stupid handgun safety test that a monkey could pass. It's not. Yeah. Let's see. Deadly Z says LTC used to be decent before they cut the course in half. I know. Yeah, I went to the long course.
Did you?
Yeah, mine was like 12, 13 hours or something. It was long. It was an all-day event.
Yeah, I've taken a couple different LTC courses from different states, and some of them I was like, I'll say Texas was probably one of the better ones. Utah was like, why am I wasting my time here? This is ridiculous. It was essentially an 8-hour basic handgun class that you never touched your gun.
Mine was a like 10-hour buy American Law Shield class because they would scare you horribly about, oh, you're going to get sued if you ever use it. This is going to happen if you're going to use it. Yeah. Hey, we just happen to have this guy here selling American Law Shield. What a coincidence.
Yeah.
And a lot of people bought it. A lot of people
bought it. Yep.
Nutty says, unless you're going to Arkansas or constitutional carry, they already have it there.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's phenomenal, the number of states now that do constitutional carry. It's great. When I first started carrying, I had to have 5 different permits to drive cross country because there was very little reciprocity. And then Florida and Utah started turning into the 2 big ones to get because they're like 32 and 36 states, and now so many states have that constitutional carry. I hope it expands. I hope it keeps going the way it's going.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in California for a while getting Florida permits.
Yep.
So weird.
Hell yeah.
Barry says the shooting part is a joke. Women in our class never shot a gun before she passed. No, Barry, let's use the proper pronouns. Could be Zim, Zer, a person, a person of gender.
Yes.
In your class never shot a gun before. And you can't say she passed, you said they passed. Yeah. Let's not just could have been
my pronouns are beep bop boop, right?
Yeah, it can't be a dude. It could be a dude. Yeah, 20 states. All right.
That's phenomenal.
Doug, are you a hunter as well?
Am I an avid, like I've got to go hunting no matter what? I used to be. It's backed off quite a bit. But yeah, I go deer hunting. I'm trying to go hog hunting at some point. I'd love to go do that. But yeah.
Nick's a funny guy. Oh no, man, I got canceled. Oh, that's a bummer. Let's see. Individual in our class that had long hair and makeup. Could have been like a punk rocker.
Doug canceled.
He goes, everyone canceled.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, he's not the first to cancel me. He won't be the last.
Oh, I know. Well, you heard that Gina Carano, her Bear Grylls episode, they just put on for next week.
Yeah.
They canceled it. They put it back. And then the word around the campfire is that Disney might hire her back.
They should.
Yeah. They should. I mean, she was the best part of that show.
Yep.
Oh, Barry got canceled too.
Barry wants to be canceled now. He wants to be included in it.
I know. Well, hey, Doug, thank you so much, man. I think we'll do another one of these after that next class. That'd be a lot of fun. I'm so excited to like draw from the holster. I ordered 3 more holsters. So
excellent.
I got the leather one and I got 3 more coming. So I got a good deal on them. So I think one of these is going to be the one.
Good. Well, you'll definitely have a chance to run them through their paces in that class. That's for sure. I
know. Oh man, I like her.
Now you know why I married my wife. Yep.
She's good. She's good. That's awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Welcome. And if you guys let's see, now you have 20 subscribers, so we doubled your subscribers.
There you go.
Everyone, please subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. Yep. And please subscribe to Doug's channel.
Greig. And I will get on Zachary, and we will start getting some videos up there. So you're not looking at something that was recorded in somebody's basement with the old camcorder.
Right. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming on. And Barry missed it. Oh, okay. Yeah, Shannon wins a chat with that one. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah,
she got you, buddy. She got you on that one.
Yeah,
but look out on Facebook and Instagram for the initial video from our shoot event.
Yep.
And then I have about 9 hours of stuff to edit down into a video.
Yep.
Which is gonna be bananas. I took too much video. Now I don't know where to start. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate your time, Doug.
Thank you.
Tell Zach congratulations from the group. We're proud of him. I think we're all gonna adopt him.
Yep. Awesome.
Take care of your wife, and then bring your daughter out for one of these shoots. She's local.
The one that was chatting is up in Vermont, but I've got my other one here. I've been getting her out to the range. She actually took the last class. And she's going to be helping out with this new class with you guys. So she
nice.
Just all that. Yeah, so she's going to come out and help out that day. She doesn't know that. She knows that now because I just said that. But yeah.
Yeah, because my 19-year-old, I think she wants to go, but she goes, "Are there anybody my age there?" I'm like, I don't know.
And I need to get her to start making friends down here, so that'll be cool. Bring her out.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you want them being friends. My daughter's a little wild now.
Okay.
She doesn't get that from me. She takes after
Yeah.
us. No. All right. Guys. Well, thank you so much, man. And I'll see you on the 16th.
Yes, sir. Take care.
All right, buddy.